about chosen ones, and we want to look into, do they really not like you? Do they hate you? You know, what's going on there? A lot of us, we go through trials in life, and we experience the energy from different people. A lot of things we don't understand, and to be honest, a lot of things are not for our understanding. All that we know is that we must show up in the best light. We must show up in a way that sets us apart from the rest, each one of us. Hey, Willa Dean, what's going on, girl? So I am just looking into the energy of the title of this video here. And I just want you to know that, let's start off by me pointing out, majority of the time, someone else's actions have nothing to do with you. And I know that's hard for a lot of us to really process and to really believe. But majority of the actions of other people definitely don't have anything to do with you, with me, whoever is being offended at the time. Hey, Timeless. Hey, Bianca. What's going on, y'all? And a lot of times we can get caught up thinking that we're at fault all the time, and no one is at fault all the time. Okay. And you have to understand your position. If you really feel like you're chosen, if you really have this sixth sense about yourself, about your energy, and you can pick up on things around you, you already know you haven't done anything to offend these people. You haven't done anything but, just be there and be open and honest and pure. A lot of times when people experience your energy, it's like a white light. You get what I'm saying? It's like a white light. And that's not saying that you haven't made mistakes. It's not saying that you get it right all the time. It's just that when you know that you're chosen for a divine purpose, when you can identify that there's more for you to do than just, the normal X, Y, and Z. There's work for you to do on yourself, work for you to do to be an inspiration to others around you. And also, ultimately, the chosen ones are selected to help bring unity, to help bring peace when we can. We can't do it all. We have billions of people, but one section at a time. If you only influence 3 people, that's 3 more people that were not influenced. You feel what I'm saying? So just honoring your position, not allowing anyone to take that from you. And most people, when they are around your energy and they don't understand it, they can't relate to you, they will try to deter you from your path. So let's look into that energy. Do they really not like you? Is there something really about you that's not likable? Okay, let's look into it. Thank you so much, everybody, for tuning in this morning. I really appreciate you. Hello, Goddess. Hello, John. What's going on? Thank you, everybody, for coming in. Let's just look, okay? I want you to know that this message may not resonate with you at this time. It could resonate later at another time or something you think, okay? Please, what hits your spirit and leave the rest. All right. Check out some of the other material on the channel, y'all. If you're brand new, please subscribe. I'd love to have you in the live. And yeah, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's see here. Okay. Holy Spirit, what messages do we need to hear this morning concerning our position, guidance to move forward? I am open to receive the message to give out. Thank you so much. Let's see what we got here. We have openness. Okay. And at the bottom of the deck, I have courage. This doesn't just apply to Pisces. I know I do majority Pisces material. Sometimes I'll get into other signs, but this is just chosen ones overall. If you feel like you're chosen and you feel like there's more there's more of a purpose for your life than just the status quo, this message is for you. Okay? When it comes to just who you are as a person, you have to understand that you were created to fulfill a destiny that only belongs to you. And maybe you had to go through a lot in your life to really realize and recognize where you stand in the world. I mean, a lot of times we don't evolve until later in life. Most of us, I can't speak for everyone because some people evolve very, very young and they're on it when it comes to being chosen. But most times, majority of the people that have identified that they're chosen, they have been through a lot of trials and they've always asked, why does this keep happening? Why does this keep happening to me? I'm a nice person. Why am I going through all of this? Hey, Gina, why am I going through all this hardship? I'm trying to be nice. I get stabbed in the back. I got my family against me, or they seem like they're against me. I got friends that say they're friends. They stab me in the back, right? And you just can't figure it out. And a lot of you have been going through this for years. A lot of you been going through this ever since you were a child. You want to know why? These people, when they saw you as a baby, especially if it's family or somebody else, family, friends, whomever, they could see a light in you that you didn't see. And maybe it took for you to go through some trials in your life to really identify the light that you carry. And so, what better way to stop someone that has a calling on their life than to try to discredit them, to shame them, to do things to them, to have them to second guess their ability, having them to second guess who they are as a person. That's a way to, take away from that person's ability and God's purpose for them. Okay? So a lot of you with the openness card, you begin to be open to receive your gift. Maybe it took for you to be more mature. Maybe it took for you to make a bunch of mistakes. Maybe it took for you to make a bunch of mistakes. And what I mean by mistakes, I'm talking like, actual mistakes and bad choices. Let's be honest. We're all cut from different cloth. We've all been through different things. But guess what? We have one thing in common. We are considered human race. Okay? It doesn't matter what your gender is, what your nationality is. It doesn't matter about anything. Where you're fat, skinny, it does not matter. Sexuality, it doesn't matter. We're still part of the human race. So here's the thing. Your mistakes, your bad choices, your influences, the wrongdoings that you have experienced were meant to help you to identify what you don't deserve and what you do deserve. And being open to God's calling here and allowing him to really move in your life, it hits different. It hits different. Once again, age has nothing to do with it because you got people that are very young that are evolved like that. But most times it takes for people that have been through some things to really, really seek an understanding of why it doesn't seem like the world is against them. Why does it seem like the people that they love seem to be against them all the time? And when you start having those questions, believe it or not, you get the answer. because that's when the divine steps in. It's like there's levels to it. You might have wondered when you were a teenager, you just blew it off. Wonder why that person doesn't like me, and you blew it off, And you get in your 20s and you go through a little bit more. You're like, wonder why that person, why they don't like me? Why don't, what's going on? Why do they treat me that way? Why does everybody treat me different? And you let it go. And as you get older, you live life a little bit more, you go through more, you really want to get to the bottom of it. So then you start tapping into your spiritual side. Let's be honest, pain is what usually brings a lot of us here. Pain, misunderstanding, and misplacement and all of that, or something you've done wrong to someone, majority of the time, that's what brings us here. That's why a lot of us, that's why you're here with me today. This is what has 11:11 on the timer. This has been the thing that has fueled my drive to create this channel, to create a safe space for you ladies and gentlemen to come in each and every day and express what's going on with you. Because I want to know. I want to know. If you can't do a reading, totally get it. We're all at different points in our lives. If you can't, I recommend it. You won't be disappointed. But if you can't, you can always come into the chat and just vent. That was the goal, was for me to create a place where you could just vent. Where you could just, if you're feeling bad about something that day, you can just throw it in the chat, and I'll address it. Same thing with the comments. It's a little difficult for me to get to the comments, I guess, because, after the readings, I go on about life, but I do check in. And I do try to make content to reflect what I'm seeing in the comments. And I feel like these messages here are very, very helpful. So being open to your gifts, being open to really have the answers. Hey, Teresa. Hey, Britta. Is what helps to mold you. Okay. A lot of you have prayed. You've meditated, trying to figure out, why don't these people like me? Why don't my sisters, my brothers, why can't we get along? Why can't the rest of my family get along? Why can't I get along with my childhood friends? Why can't I get along with some of my coworkers? Why can't I get along with some of my neighbors? Why is it that total strangers that don't know me, if they interact with me, they seem to have an attitude? You feel me? What's going on? So many questions we have because we're looking at how people are treating us. Let me tell you something. Most times they treat you that way because it's the opposite. I know you like, Empress, what are you talking about? It is the opposite. You being open to getting your gifts, receiving your gifts, and with the courage card, you being willing to face whatever challenges that you have to face in order to get your answers, sets you apart from the rest. There's a whole population of chosen ones. Most chosen ones walk alone. They do. They may have a significant other, but if you notice, they may not have a lot of friends. They don't have a lot of enemies. Now, I'm not saying that people are just against all the chosen ones. No, it's just that most times people that are chosen know, they identify what their purpose is, and they can still fulfill their purpose with or without people, with or without another person. Because you got a lot of people that have not tapped into that they're chosen, and they are very codependent. They feel like they have to have friends. They feel like they gotta have a lover, no matter how much no matter how bad that person is treating them. They feel like they need that person because they haven't tapped into their self-worth. They haven't tapped in to the fact that they're here for something greater than for somebody to come in and project all this negativity onto them. They haven't tapped into that, but you have. You just keep encountering people that want to keep projecting. And the reason why it doesn't mesh with your energy is because you're like, no, I know my worth. I know that I'm here for something greater than to deal with mistreatment with the standstill card. And you're not going to stand there and just deal with it to have an energy around you. You know, I know my mother used to say, you don't want to put up with anything from a man, or, you don't want to put up with anything from a person just to have a pair of pants around the house. The older I get, the more I understand that. So you don't want to just put up with anything just to have somebody in your life, right? Same thing with friends. You don't want to put up with just anything to have people in your life. Because when you settle for just anything, man, that's just opening up a world of trouble. Right? So this is where we are. Having the courage to say no. Pleasure in the reverse. Even when it doesn't feel right. Even when it doesn't feel good to say no to the mistreatment that you receive from people, it's better to have your peace with the solitude card. It's much better to have your peace. And to recognize that this is true abundance here with the abundance card here. When you have peace, man, sometimes that peace can be better than money. How many people do you know that make really good money? They can buy anything they want. Anything. They can donate. They can do whatever they want to do. And they have no peace. No peace. They can't sleep at night. They don't know how to deal with troubled people. They don't know how to deal with people that keep bringing them mess. They got all of life's riches, the world's riches. But they don't have the simple thing that's free. They don't even know how to get it, y'all. Peace of mind is free, and they don't know how to get it. That's my job as a chosen one, to help people find their peace, to help people recognize that they deserve better. But in order for me to be in this position I'm in, I had to recognize that I deserve better. I'm not going to create a platform and talk about certain things if I have not lived it. Most people say, oh my God, how do you do what you do? God works through me. I allow him to use my vessel. Do I get my feelings hurt? Yes. Do I get pushed around, poked around? Yes. Do I stand up for myself? Absolutely. I experience the same things like anyone else. Who better to tell you and to try to shed light than somebody that's been through it? That's why it's so important that people recognize the wisdom of our elders. A lot of younger people sometimes want to cast out their elders. Why do that? You think they got that gray hair from just sitting around? No, that gray hair is there for a reason. My influence for a little while was from peers, but majority of my influence was from my elders. I always like to learn from people that have already been there. Because I'm telling you, they done been there, done that, got the t-shirt, got the cap, got the, they already know. So what better person to tell you than your elder or somebody that has been through a lot? And I've been through a whole lot. Oh my God. I don't even have enough time to tell y'all. From age 5 and up. So I'm in the trenches with you. I'm in the trenches with you because one time in my life, about 2 or 3 times, I've been in the dark. No lights. Nothing. But my faith and my willpower. Thank you, Remis, for your $5. Keep being that fountain of the divine. Thank you so much. Wow. That's awesome. Thank you. I really appreciate you, Remesis. Thank you. Timeless, all this gray under this wig ain't for nothing. That's right, Timeless. That's right, Timeless. You better say it again for the people in the back. You didn't just get that gray hair just because. You've been through some things. Now, some people genetically have gray hair at a young age, but you know how that goes. But I'm saying, y'all know what I'm getting at. Some people are ashamed of their gray hair. You know, they don't, oh, I don't want to get gray. You know, and that's why we got hair dye and different things like that. And that's cool. You know, if you feel more comfortable with your hair dye, ain't nothing wrong with it. But I just want you to know that that gray hair is there for a reason. You know, my gray is well earned. There you go, Teresa. Look at that. It doesn't matter if you dye your hair or you leave it like it is. You got it for a reason. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So, when you have an abundance mindset and you can really see that these situations didn't work out because they didn't align with you. I know people hear that all the time. That situation didn't work out because it didn't align with your energy. Or you'll hear this line that some people don't like to hear. They did you a favor by leaving you alone. Some people don't want to hear that, but if you really look at it, if you really, really look at it, you'll see it. But once again, we reach that place of understanding at different times. Okay? So with the wonders card is here in the reverse. We wonder a lot. Will there ever be a person to come into my life and truly just accept me for me? A lot of us wonder that. And the answer is yes. Yes. Okay? But you got to stay in faith. You can't stay in fear. You got to stay in faith. Okay? With the action card. And you got to continue to take action in your own life. Doing things that you love to do. Making sure that you're good. Making sure the people in your circle are good. You know, that doesn't mean you got to give it a lot of money. I'm not saying that, y'all. I'm just saying make sure that you're good. And make sure that you are rewarding yourself, you know, in whatever way that, however that looks for you. Because once you take care of you, you are showing the universe, you're proving to the universe and the divine that you're able to take care of somebody else's heart because you're taking care of your own. That's deep, right? Because sometimes when we neglect ourselves, when we neglect our heart, we don't get the proper guidance, or we don't go and try to get help to heal and all that. We're not taking care of ourselves. Counseling, life coaches, whatever like that. And we're not doing those things to help out what we're going through. We're not taking care of ourselves. We're just not. So the divine, you know, that's the whole purpose for us when we go through these challenges, is to really look at what are we learning? What are we seeing about ourselves? We can't control another person. I can't control you. You can't control me. And we shouldn't want to, right? But the person that we have more of control of is ourselves and our actions. You know, our actions, what we project out. We have control because in the background, behind the scenes, we're doing the work. We're writing in our journals. We're talking it out with people that we truly feel organically that we can trust. Even if you just coming in the chat and you like, Empress, man, I'm going through this. I just need an ear. I just need your eyes to listen. Eyes to read the message. You know what I mean? I just need you to listen to me. Okay, I got you. Okay. I got you. Because if you trust me enough to just tell what's going on and I can provide some insight, I'll be more than happy to do that. So, you know, That's what I'm talking about. You're taking action. Do you know how major it is for somebody to recognize that they're unhealed? And they say, I'm not healed. I'm still struggling. It's been 3 to 5 years and I'm still struggling with whatever it is. But they identify. That's the first step to healing. Identifying that you got a problem. A lot of people want to walk around and, oh, there's nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong. They want to fulfill a facade. But if you be around me, I'm going to be able to tell something ain't right with you. I may not know because I'm not in your mind, but your energy. I can tell when people are faking. I can't read their mind. I'm not a mind reader, but it's the energy. And I can speak to that person a few conversations. And I promise you, like most times, if that person is really, if they connect with my energy, I connect with theirs, they'll tell me everything they got. I mean, I'm talking like I never even asked for all of it. They feel the comfort and they'll just tell me everything that's going on, you know? And because I know people trust me on that level, they find comfort in my spirit to share with me. I don't spread their business. I don't do any of that. What they tell me stays right there. And if I can provide some insight, that's what I do. You know, because I've been there. And if you never had to walk in the dark by yourself, you don't know what that is. It's not until you have to go in that tunnel all by yourself, trying to find your way to the end of it, you understand what somebody else is going through. So that's taking action behind the scenes in order for you to react differently to situations. And that's what the divine want us to do. You know, we have the illumination in the reverse here. Recognizing that you, like I mentioned, you don't have to put on a facade for anyone. You don't have to put all of your business out on social media, this and that. You don't have to do all of that. But it's okay not to be okay sometimes. It's okay not to be okay sometimes. A lot of people don't want to show vulnerability with the enlightenment in the reverse here. They don't want to show vulnerability. They feel like that makes them seem weak. No. I feel like someone may be weak when they don't want to say anything. And they want to project all that negativity or bleed on other people. That's a weakness for me. But if you're able to say, I'm not in a good space right now. I just need some time to get myself together. That's strength. Because who knows you better than you except the divine? You got a lot of people that seem like they don't like you when you're happy with the happiness card. But I'm here to tell you, they love that. They love that you're happy. They love it so much that they want to be just like that. So it comes off like, oh my God, they just don't want me to be happy. It's not that. It's just that they wish that they could be happy like that. They don't know what you're doing behind the scenes to have that, but they know that they want it. And because they don't have it right now, they show you that they don't want you to have it, right? But these people don't hate you. It's just that they hate where they are right now. Look at that. Forgiveness. And sometimes we have to forgive certain actions that people do. When they project out crazy stuff, I'm not saying put up with it now. There's a difference. Don't put up with mistreatment. But when somebody is projecting all this craziness to you and you're just trying to live a good life and you're just trying to keep yourself encouraged and motivated, you got to forgive. You got to walk away and forgive that person because they got some stuff going on that have nothing to do with you. And you got to hold your head high and walk towards the new beginnings or things in your life coming to fruition with this card here. You've been wondering for a long time, do they even like me? Do they even like me? Do they really not like me? You know, And it doesn't even matter if they do or if they don't. Most times when people, communities in the reverse, most people, if you notice in your community or city, wherever you are, or people that you've known for a long time, when they start changing because of your status changing, or people become estranged because you've elevated spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially, they want what you have. They want what you have. And look at that. They want what you have, and you can tell them all day with the voyage card what you've had to do to get what you have. And guess what? If they don't want to put in the hard work, they ignore it, and they rather just hate on what you have accomplished versus putting the work in. That's why you can't pay these people any attention. That's why you can't get caught up in what people think. People gonna think whatever they think about you to the day you die. And even when you die, when you transition, there's gonna be somebody that's still gonna say something negative about you. We have to get out of that mindset of worrying about what people think and continue to look at the purpose of our life and really identify why we're chosen to be where we are. Can't get caught up in what people think. They gonna think regardless. They gonna think what they want to think, whether you're doing good or whether you're doing bad. You know, with the focus card in the reverse, we gotta stay focused. Anybody that the divine has pointed out to you that's not good for you, and you were shown clear indication that this energy is not good for you, you need to fall back. You need to fall back. Flow card. That person or that situation is revealed for a reason. That usually things are revealed to you to let you know this is going to hold you back. This is going to keep you stuck. The healing card, look how the healing is in the reverse. This situation that's being revealed is revealed because this is one thing that will keep you stuck. It may be one person, it may be a few people, maybe a situation. Because if you've been manifesting forward movement, the divine reveals things to you that are going to keep you stuck so that this will not get in your way. And worrying about if somebody likes you, that is something that will get in the way of what you're trying to do. Because guess what? With the success card in the reverse, these people don't want you to have the success. It's not that they don't want you to have anything. They don't want you to have the success because they want to get it first and then you get it. I kid you not. They want to have it first with the potential card, but they know that you have the potential to get and accomplish whatever you set forth to accomplish. And they want to get to it first. If it's not meant for them to get it first, it's not going to happen. Some of you have a way with words. You know how to connect with people. You know how to touch people in a way that makes them feel like, you know, they're on top of the world just for that few moments that you talk to them. This person could be jealous of that. A jealous person, y'all, is like a lethal weapon. I'm telling you, a jealous person is a lethal weapon. We have to be so careful as chosen ones, or you know who we are and our position, to not become stuck and entangled with negativity and jealous people, because they hinder you. They will hinder a person with a pure heart, with the purity card. They will hinder you. Yes, Danny, jealousy makes people do crazy things. If you know that you have somebody that's jealous in your life, friends, family, somebody at your job, in your neighborhood, It doesn't matter. If you got to socialize with them, do that. Never tell you to not socialize. But you need to be careful because jealous spirits can really cause you to lose everything. Because most times when people are jealous, they don't have that much to lose. I'm just going to be honest. They don't have that much to lose. Inner peace here. They don't have that much to lose. Or they can have a lot going for themselves and be jealous because you still got something that they don't have, and that's inner peace. I kid you not. They can have a lot of money. They can have everything they want in life. And you're sitting here, you're comfortable in your life. You may not have a lot of money, but you have what you have and you make it work for you. But you got a peace of mind. You can go off and get into solitude. You can be alone and it doesn't bother you. You can be with people and you love it and it doesn't bother you. It's like I can go either way. You can either walk on the path with me or you can allow me to walk by myself. You got that type of energy about you. And that person that could be a millionaire or more than a millionaire, and they can get all this stuff and they see you, they can be jealous of you for that because you got inner peace. Your inner peace is shining on the outside. A jealous person is a lethal weapon. I'm telling you. Going forward in the reverse, these people that are jealous of what your position is, a lot of them jealous of you on a spiritual level, not so much financial. They can be jealous of you on a spiritual level. Because when they can identify with the frequency that you have, it's like, whoa, you know? And this can keep you from going forward because of the power that you have here. So these jealous people want to take that power from you. They don't want you to have what you have. They don't want you to have this ability to change lives, to save lives. Some of you are saving lives. Whatever, wherever you have been called to be, they don't want you to have it. You know why? Because it looks good on you. It looks good on you. Peace looks good on you. Solitude looks good on you. The willingness to help other people outside of yourself, it looks good on you. A lot of these people have tried to get things that you've accomplished. Let's just say you decided to become a fitness coach or something. And they decided, okay, well, they did it. I'm going to do it. So they go and do it and they still unfulfilled. You want to know why? Because they did it for the wrong reason. And you did it because you wanted people to be healthier. You wanted to help people on fitness journeys or whatever field you may be into or whatever you like to do. And you started it to help people and do it from the heart. And they still not happy because they did it to spite you. And also they didn't do it for the right reason. Blessings in the reverse. If these people would take the time to recognize that your blessings and their blessings going to look different, they would be free. But they're so jealous. They're so envious. These are people that want to sit back and watch you lose. Hey, DJ. They want to watch you lose because they don't have it. Nothing to do with your money. They think it's the money, the job. They think it's all those things. It's not that. It's how you are viewed and your rank on a spiritual level. Because what's going on with you spiritually and internally is showing on the outside. And they trying to figure out, how did you get such a bright light? What is going on? They stare at you. They just look at you like, it's like they looking into your soul. Because even though they don't want you to shine so bright, why they keep looking at the light then? Oops. They can't help it. Simplicity in the reverse. They can't help but to look at you. You're gorgeous. You're handsome. You look good on the outside, but when your heart is in the right place, when your spirit is, you know what it is pure, it's ascending, your energy is at a great frequency, you look phenomenal. You stand out. You stand out. When you fix your heart, man, oh my gosh, that makes you beautiful. That makes you attractive. You got so many beautiful people in the world that have corrupt hearts. They got malice in their hearts. And when you learn the heart, you see, oh, that person don't look as good as I thought they did. But you may find a person that may not be easy on the eyes to everybody. But when you get to know their heart and you talk to them and they flow, I got chills, y'all, going down my back. When you get to know somebody like that, all of a sudden, they're so attractive. Even your view of them changes. Patience in the reverse. Yeah. Because what looks good to one person may not look good to another person. It's not all about looks. We all can't look alike. We all can't look alike. We all can't be skinny. We all can't be fat. I mean, you are who you are. And you got to stand on that. That's right. You got to stand on that. You got to stand on that. You got people in this world, while you have this position as being chosen, or, you know, for whatever purpose, you've identified your purpose. You have people that will try with the release card. They will try to make you feel inadequate, to make you feel like you're not important, to make you feel like you're nothing special. The light in the reverse here. And I'm trying to tell you, they do that because for a lot of you, or for probably all of us, you are a threat. They feel like you are a threat, and you're not even thinking like that. They feel like you are a threat. I need to get this person away, and I want to misalign their energy because it's too much for me. This is what a lot of them, they on that kind of time. So they'll try to make you feel like you're not important when they know the calling on your life. They already know. They already know. Pay these people no mind. Do not entertain it. Pay them no attention. They try to make you feel unimportant. Pay them no attention. Purification in reverse, because I'm going to tell you why. You pay them no attention, it helps to kill the parasite that they are. It's a parasite. Parasite. This is a person that their heart is sick. This is a person that they're on a spiritual level, they're sick and they need help. And the only way to help them is prayer. Anytime you got somebody wishing bad on somebody, on someone, or want to discredit people, or want to make you feel like you're unimportant when you know you are one of God's creations, and they want to try to make you feel like your purpose isn't important. They want to make you feel like whether or not you fulfill your purpose or not, it's not important. They try to make you feel unimportant. That's the key. That is a person that has some serious issues with fulfillment. They're not happy with the fulfillment card here. They're not happy. So they get their fulfillment, and it's still not fulfilled, but they get a little bit of fulfillment by making you, or trying to make you feel like you're not important when they know that you are. These are people that you've helped. Don't ever regret helping someone, because you helped that person probably at a time when they had nobody else. And trust and believe, you're going to get a blessing for that. And you probably already have, and you continue to get blessings. Don't ever stop being able to help people if you can. Be kind and be still, because the divine will work all this out. When you see people messing with you and they trying to come against you and do all this stuff, just be kind and be still. Leave them to their demonic ways. If they want to act like that, by all means, let them act like that. Transformation. This is what they really need. They need to change. They need to change. And every time you change, you ascend, or something's different about you, they come even harder. They more and more and more, trying to break you from getting what you're going to get. But what's for you, you're going to receive it anyway. They might try to destroy you in the physical here on earth, whatever, lying on you, doing whatever. They may try to destroy you in the physical, but they can't touch you on the spiritual level. There's nothing they can do on a spiritual level, as long as you have faith, as long as you keep yourself, good in whatever way that looks for you. Meditation, prayer, whatever, journaling. I even have scriptures, y'all. Whatever you got to do to keep yourself good. They cannot touch you when you're armed on the spiritual level. What they gonna do? What they gonna do? Go tell the Heavenly Father, hey, this person over here. What? He ain't trying to hear that. Got other things to do. They cannot mess with you on a spiritual level. That's why we have to be honest with ourselves. We can't play with it. We have to say, hey, this is what I've done wrong. This is what I've done right. I'm working on myself, and we got to actively be doing that. And as long as you are working on yourself and doing the right thing, you're going to be covered. You're covered. Flexibility. You are covered. As a chosen one, I got chills, y'all. As a chosen one, it doesn't matter who you have to bless with your resources, with your time, or whatever. You're chosen. Guess what? You're covered. The more blessings you give out, the more, that you give your time and all that stuff, even to this enemy that may be trying to come against you when they really need you, and you can still bless them. And you think the divine's not going to keep you covered? Just stand back and watch. Watch how these miracles just start rolling into your life. Small ones, medium ones, large ones, extra large, double XL blessings. Okay? Because you're covered. That doesn't mean that you're not going to face hardship. That doesn't mean you're not going to have trials. That doesn't mean that things are not going to happen, because it's life. Anytime we're in this life right here, you're going to go through. You're going to go through some stuff. Leadership in the reverse. And there's going to be times where you're going to feel low. But you got to know how to pick yourself up. You got to know how to get up, even if you fall. Even if you fall down and things just look doom and gloom, you got to know how to get up, get that grass off your clothes, stand up straight, stand up tall, and keep walking, because you got work to do. Each day you get to open your eyes. Every morning that you open your eyes, that's another day to get it right. That's another day that divine God has something else for you to do. And it's not worrying about people that are trying to be negative to you. Because most times, look, protection. You are protected. You covered. All you got to do is continue to do the right thing. Continue to do the right thing. And when you make a mistake, repent, apologize. If you don't go to the actual person and apologize, you can repent. You can ask for forgiveness, and the universe will respond. But some people let their pride get in the way, because we don't get it right all the time. Miracles is in the reverse. And we can block our blessings not wanting to humble down and do the right thing. Most of these people love where you are in your life. Opportunity reverse. And they hate that they didn't take on the opportunities that they were afforded to get to their next level. But that's not your fault. The only thing that you owe this person or these people that are like this, we got the truth card. Only thing you owe them is respect and to be yourself at all times. We want to always respect everybody. People that we get along with and our enemies. We want to respect everyone. We always want to come off as a respectable person because you're always going to get that back. When you're doing what you're supposed to do, all you got to do is sit back and relax and allow the divine to work it out for you because it will be worked out. I promise you that. I promise you. When we want to go toe to toe with somebody and we want to prove a point, that's taken from our energy. We need to keep our energy elevated. Don't allow anybody to take you down to their level. If they go into a low level and they trying to pull you down there, leave them right there. And send them off with love. Send them off with love. Have love in your heart when it comes to somebody that's like this. Somebody that act like they don't like you and all that. Have love in your heart. Because that's a person, their soul is sick, y'all. Something ain't right. Maybe they've been, they made a huge mistake that brought them some trouble in their life. That doesn't mean they can't get out of it. But they could be with the trust card in reverse. They could be in a place of not knowing what to do. And instead of identifying that, and instead of recognizing that, they rather come for people that they feel are a threat to them or that they feel are strong in some areas. Instead of talking to you and trying to allow you to be a resource to help them, they rather shame you with the wisdom in the reverse. Because maybe, just maybe, you have wisdom that they don't have. And they wish they had it. And you're no different from them. Everybody's the same. Nobody is better than the other. We have just made different choices. That's it. That's the only thing that separates each one of us from each other, is we've made different choices in our lives. Security here. That's it. I'm no better than you. You're no better than me. We're just different people and different choices, different upbringings, all of that. The gateway card in the reverse. You can be raised with, let's just say, you got 7 or 8 older brothers and sisters. All y'all raised in the same house, same parents, same, afforded the same opportunities. And you could have 2 out of those 8 children that'll become, one will become a doctor, one will become a nurse, a lawyer, whatever, a pastor, whatever. And then the other ones, you got to think, they were afforded the same opportunities. Did they listen to their calling for where they were needed? Did they listen to it? Probably not. Were they at a place of really recognizing it? Probably not. That doesn't mean they're not capable of doing something. It's just that they haven't taken the time to identify what they're good at and what comes naturally to them, which whatever comes naturally to you is part of your purpose. Okay? And our goal is whatever comes naturally to you to do. Our goal or our responsibility is to try to find a way to make it influential to the world. Whatever that may be. And then these same family members or friends that you grew up with in life, if they haven't accomplished that much, not all the people are like this, by the way, but I'm just saying the ones that you feel in your spirit with this reading. These same people, years later, they turn into people that you don't even recognize and you wonder if they even like you. They change with the change card, but you've changed also. But guess what? They were afforded the same opportunities, but you chose to listen. And you have to pat yourself on the back for that. That you listen to the divine when you were being nudged to change, when you were being nudged to take that job, when you were being nudged to do this or do that. Taking a risk here. Taking a risk card here. You have to be grateful that you were in a state to listen. Because I'm sure that the divine was nudging them too, you know, and telling them, hey, why don't you go to school to be a mechanic? Hey, why don't you own that business? You ever thought about starting that? Hey, you know what I mean? Because the divine wouldn't put anything in your heart if it wasn't something that either you could learn from or something you couldn't do. But these people will hate on you sometimes because you listened to the call and you made it happen. And I want you to know that's their problem with the freedom card. Set yourself free from that. Set yourself free from people that want to treat you differently every time. With the diligence here, want to treat you different every time you elevate. Set yourself apart from them. Adventures in the reverse. Because that's the one thing they don't want. They don't want you to go higher. They want you to stay low. Embracing here. Want you to stay low and not get more blessings, because that'll be, if you get more blessings, oh my gosh, that's something else they got to compete with in their mind. Who cares? It's time out for caring whether or not they like you or not. Most of the time, they really like you. They like you so much they want to be you. Because you're chosen for this, for what you're doing. You're chosen. You're chosen to do what you do. They want to be like you. Because you're thriving. You're moving. You don't make excuses. If things are hard, you do what you need to do to keep moving. But as I close out this message here today, y'all, I just want you to know, remember this. Keep moving. Keep striving. Keep going forward. You are covered. You are protected by the divine. When you're doing the right thing and you're trying your best to just live an abundant life and helping people around you and all that great stuff, sending out positive energy, you're going to be protected. And also know that a jealous person is a lethal weapon. A jealous person can cause you to lose more than you ever gain. So if you have jealous people in your energy, watch out for them. I'm not going to tell you not to talk to them. I'm not going to tell you to cut them out. But you need to watch them. You need to watch them. Because they could be blocking some stuff from you. Or trying to. Because what's for you is for you. But they could be trying to. And you could be wondering why your energy feels so depleted when you finish having a conversation with this person. It's because they are on a different frequency and they have a different agenda. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed this message. I hope you received some clarity. I hope it resonates with you in some way. Please feel free in the comment section below to let me know how it resonates. I'd love to hear from you. And yeah, we'll be back later for the energy check today. So stay tuned for that. And I hope to see you then. Have a wonderful day. Thank you, Susan. It is raining here, y'all, where I am. So I hope you are being safe if you're driving or about to drive. And just have a great day, everybody. Remember, you are worth it always. Take care of yourself. Love and light. And we'll see you later. Bye, y'all.